It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Minshew. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he stopped immediately there.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Raven 16. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
You got nothing. Mike 50. Here we go.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. An even 90 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
team spell. Check. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Mack. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 24 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here we go, set, 18 Gator. Let's go, tackle, let's go, we got this. 50's the mark. Get it.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Minshew. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Sony Michel.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
48 Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 56.
This is Mack on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 5.
Come on, set. 10 low ball. Keep it up. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? Watch the slants.
Minshew sets to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He missed missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Patriots 23, Ravens 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Minshew's pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Rush in. Rush in. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, Wahoo. Hey. Mike 50, Check. Now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Mack. The It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
48,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, set. 48 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 99, check 99. 80 weapon. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Patrick Queen on the
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
48. Hey, we go Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the pass. Mike 48. Mike 48. Pick me up. Here we go. 48. 48's Mike. 48. Hey, exit. Don't get nervous. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The open man is Smith. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He dumps this off to Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Sponge. No. Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Stand out, 6'6", bullet high.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for two is denied. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Watch the run, watch the run. 95, Mike, watch 95.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw again is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bravo.
Now Minshew. He completes this one to Mack. Not much there, only a yard. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marlon Mack. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Marlon Mack saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 43, Ravens 17. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, it's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Kill, kill, kill. Alert flare, flare.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew, short throw to Smith. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Jonnu Smith.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mike 48.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Goal.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 14.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Escaping the pressure. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings
on play action. They'll throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
The 47-yard line.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got my kid.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
28 more.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it.